Hello again, and this is lesson 4 on negotiation skills. Last time we talked about preparation, but we talked about it in terms of specifically the issues that you need to negotiate. Of course, the other thing you would need to consider is the personality type, the behavioural type of the person you're negotiating with. Now, in my experience, just to keep it simple, there are 2 types of negotiators. There are what we call the very aggressive, I would give them a colour, red negotiators, who are pushy, demanding, and like to win the game of negotiation as they see it. On the other side of the coin are the blue, passive negotiators who want to maintain the relationship at all costs, and because of that are likely to give and give and give. Now, first of all, you might want to think about which one of those types is more likely to be your natural style. Now, remember the question I asked you earlier on in one of the other lessons, which was, what's more important to you, results or relationships? Now, if you said results, chances are you're more naturally red. If you said relationships, the chances are you're more naturally blue. Now, we can't actually stop ourselves being who we are, but what we can do is protect ourselves. So if we're red negotiators, the chances are we might very well damage relationships by being too tough in our negotiations. If we're more blue negotiators, the chances are we have fantastic relationships, but that's because it's at the cost of results and our partners in negotiation are walking all over us. What we need to do is fuse the 2 together to create the colour purple, which would mean we become a trading negotiator. In other words, we don't just take and we don't just give, we take and give. And the reason it's that way round is we always take before we give. So in other words, our proposals and trades should sound like, if you, then I. And if we are to become an assertive purple negotiator, we need to really learn that particular phase. If you, then I. And that very important word, if. So in terms of trading, in terms of actually maintaining the balance of power in a negotiation, we always need to make sure we get something before we give. And it can be small. It could just be that you want the deal signed today. You want an answer today in order to actually give something. Or it could be much bigger. For instance, if you're able to give me a lot more volume, then I'll be able to give you a lot more discount. So remember, trading is a fundamental principle of negotiation, which is one of the key reasons why the next stage of the process, which is the discussion, debate stage, is so vitally important.